The Plenary Scientific Session is a highlight of the annual meeting where researchers present the highest caliber scientific abstracts.
One of them that we'll hear about is the Medalist study. We haven't had a new drug in myelodysplastic syndromes for over a decade, and this study is a randomized controlled trial of a new agent that stimulates red cell production in patients with MDS and shows that many of these patients can become transfusion independent. There's another study that is called the REACH study. This is a study that is done in Africa, looking at hydroxyurea. Hydroxyurea has been used for sickle cell disease in the United States for many years now, but there's been concerns about can we use this drug safely in Africa given problems with nutrition, malaria, infectious diseases over there. So this was a huge study done in sub-Saharan Africa in 4 different countries. And what they found is not only was the hydroxyurea effective in improving hemoglobin and reducing sickle cell crisis as we expected, but there were also showed that the deaths and severity of malaria was actually decreased in the patients on hydroxyurea. So very, very exciting study. Another interesting study that we as physicians and hematologists get all the time is why does the platelet count go up when someone is iron deficient? And for decades, hematologists, general internists have got this question from medical students. We really didn't have a good answer for this. A very interesting scientific study was done in mice and confirmed in humans, showing that what happens is the common megakaryocyte erythroid progenitor gets skewed towards megakaryocyte production. Another study that is coming out is in chronic lymphocytic leukemia with the drug ibrutinib. Ibrutinib is approved for the treatment in chronic lymphocytic leukemia, but it's usually hasn't been considered as a frontline therapy, mainly because it hasn't been compared against standard of care frontline chemoimmunotherapy regimens like bendamustine and rituximab. This was a large phase 3 trial randomized between bendamustine and rituximab, and the other 2 arms were included ibrutinib with or without rituximab. And there was a marked improvement in progressive-free survival in the ibrutinib arms.